Hello and welcome to plethora Business News. Today I'm joined by Ryan McDermott, who's Chief Executive of Phoenix Copper. Regular viewers will remember that Phoenix is based in Idaho in the United States, where their mines have a plethora of minerals, copper, gold. These guys have got it all. Phoenix, listed in London on the AIM market with a ticker of PXC, but also in North America on the OTC market, a PXCLY. In London, the market capitalization is around £37 million sterling. Ryan, welcome back on this show. Before we talk about what's coming up, let's have a little look at 2022, I suppose. It was a tough one, not just for the mining industry, for industry in general. And I'm sure that you weren't immune to some of the delays and difficulties relating from the war in Ukraine, the COVID pandemic. So give us a quick overview. How did Phoenix work to hopefully overcome some of those challenges?
You bet, Tim. We came out of 2021 kind of accustomed to the market conditions that COVID had caused and the supply chain issues and some of the staffing issues. And then lo and behold, first part of 2022, the war in Ukraine started, which exacerbated some of those COVID issues. Probably most importantly, the pricing of consumables, not only increasing the price, but creating a market where those prices were swinging wildly. The most important thing that our team has to do is to be able to forecast what our operating and capital costs are through the life of the mine. And as you can imagine, that's somewhat challenging when market conditions are such that, consumable prices are changing on a weekly and monthly basis. However, having said that, our engineers have come up with a number of ways to overcome that. Most importantly, looking at trade-off studies as part of feasibility to build revenue models and operating models that can withstand those sorts of variations. So that's what we spent 2022 doing. We're still working on that now. And I hope we have all of those models worked out here by about the second quarter of this year.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on at the Empire mine and in terms of the process and the procedures at Empire. What's going on there?
Well, we have a full staff on site. We just recently finished our 2022 core and RC drilling. The core program we drilled was for metallurgical purposes in and around the Empire pit. And then, of course, as most people know it, the RC drilling was focused around the Red Star and North Pit area. We've received, I believe, seven of the 9 core holes that we drilled for metallurgical purposes. We've released those results. The most important part about that is because they're for metallurgical purposes, we were specifically targeting certain ore type and grade horizons. We intercepted those. So we're putting those samples together and hope to have them to the lab here very shortly, allowing them time to do the various test work they need to do specifically for ammonium thiosulfate recovery on a commercial basis. If everything goes to plan, we should have some preliminary results right around the end of the first quarter of this year, or perhaps just the beginning of the second quarter.
Now, I'm not a geologist, I'm not a mining engineer, but the ammonium thiosulfate enables you, as I understand it, to get 3 particular metals processed. Which 3 are they going to be?
Well, and that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to perfect that process so that we can recover gold, silver, and copper in a single pass in a processing circuit and do it commercially. Okay. So that's the purpose of all this test work and the engineering that we're undertaking right now.
All right. So now, in addition to all that operational stuff going on, all that good stuff, you're also working on a plan to create capital for mine construction. Could you give the viewers a quick update on how that's going, please?
You bet. So about June of last year, we started marketing a corporate copper bond. Basically, they're a unique way of raising construction capital tied to the copper market, which of course is an outstanding market right now. And the forecast is that it will just get better. We had a very warm reception with those bonds, and we're currently negotiating the sale of those bonds. I can't give you much more information, but we certainly will as things transpire.
Okay. And then looking forward into 2023, what kind of news flow? What are the headlines that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, well, it should be a transformative year for us. Of course, we'll get the results of the ATS work. We're going to drill Navarre Creek this year, which is we've been waiting for years to do that. We'll start that work in June. We're all very excited to see what the drilling results are going to be. We will have the remainder of the core drilling and the RC drilling results hopefully by the end of the first quarter of this year. And we will be publishing for the first time a corporate sustainability report, thanks to the efforts of our ESG team, namely Kathy Evans and Lenny Wilkie. So we have quite a lot coming up. Should be a fair amount of news flow, and we're looking forward to sharing that with everyone.
Come back and tell us all about it. Thanks, Ryan.
I will.
That was Ryan McDermott, Chief Executive of Phoenix Copper. A quick reflection on 2022 and a look forward into 2023. That's it from this edition of Blythe Ray Business News. Thanks for watching.